सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ. Page 297, verse 163. कथं तर्हि किमिच्छन्निति एवमिच्छा निषिध्यते नेच्छा निषेधः किन्त्विच्छा बोधो भर्जित बीजवत्. Vidyaranya analyzing the Brihadaranyaka mantra, Kimichan Kasya Kamaya portion. When Purvapakshi asks the question, why the Upanishad use the word Ichha with regard to a Jnani, Kimichan iti, the desire, the word is used by the Shastra. When Jnani is not having will-based Ichha or desire, they are only Vasana-based, and Anichha Prarabdha, Parecha Prarabdha only is there. Originally, Jnani is not interested in anything to get, no particular desire to accomplish for a Jnani. Why Shastra use the word Kimichan iti? That Ichha word need not Shastra bring with regard to Jnani. When they are all Vasana based, Parecha Prarabdham, Anichha Prarabdham, Shastra can just ignore that Ichha word with regard to Jnani. Why that Kimichan Kasya Kamaya word is used? Katham Tarihi Kimichan iti. That Kimichan iti within inverted commas you have to put. Shrutihi, that Shruti is quoting Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Where is that Brihadaranyaka Upanishad? In the first shloka of this chapter, Vidyaranya introduced. Once Vidyaranya introduced that Brihadaranyaka mantra, Kimichan iti Shruti Vakyam, Evam Ichha Nishidhyate. Jnani doesn't have a desire. What desire can he have that? It is not prashnarthe, parantu aksheparthe. What desire can a Jnani possess? Means no desire can be there in the Jnani. No desire can be there in the Jnani, and talking about three types of desires. So all these are looking just confusion only. For that Acharya answer in the second line, it is not like that. You have to understand properly. Ichha nishedhaha na kriyate. You have to supply few words, then only you can understand. This is the question. First line is the question asked by the Purvapakshi. Doubt raised by the Purvapakshi. Why Shastra negates the desire in the Jnani? Kimichan Kasya Kamaya. What desire can he have that? And how is it possible to be there, the desire in Jnani? Kimichan Nishidhyate. It is negated, refuted by Shastra, Shruti. So Shruti you have to supply in the first line. Shrutihi Kimichanniti Tarhi Katham Evam Ichha Nishidhyate. Evam, in this manner, Jnani doesn't have desire. When there is Ichha Prarabdha, Anichha Prarabdha, Parecha prarabdha, one, rundu, mood, vriksha prarabdha are there. How Shastra negates desire in Jnani? No. Then Acharya says, Ichha nishedha. Nishedha, the refutation of Ichha, the desire, negation of the desire in the Jnani. What Shruti did is not for Nishedha. Nishedha is not literally Nishedha there. You have to interpret properly. Nishedha, Ichha Nishedha na kriyate. You have to supply. Shastra, Shruti, Ichha Nishedha na kriyate. Shastra kimichan iti kasya kamaya. There, desire is not negated in the Jnani. We have taken it as Aksheparthe Kim iti. That mantra. Aksheparthe Kim iti yukte, no desire is possible in the Jnani. How desire is there in the Jnani? How can it be there? That is the meaning of the mantra. Nishidhyate. Then Acharya says it is not Nishedha. Nishedha na kriyate parantu kintu. But Ichha Kintu Ichha bodhaha bharjita bijavat. That Ichha, badhaha, not bodhaha, badhaha. Falsification of that Ichha alone is the meaning of that Nishedha. It is not a Nishedha, really speaking. Ichha badhaha. Now you can understand how difficult to understand Upanishad. That's why many people never come near the Upanishad, first of all. Even they come also near the Upanishad, they cannot understand. Whoever comes, they don't understand, they tell other people also, don't come near the Upanishad because you don't understand. Because I have not understood anything, you also cannot understand. That's why people are afraid of coming near the Upanishad. Ippadi panna eppadi. Kimichan kasya kamaya aksheparthe kim. No desire is possible, desire is negated. Desire is negated in the Jnani when Jnani is experiencing all desires, Ichha, Aniccha, Parecha. Enna idi kada. Nishedha iti yukte badhaha. Badha itikte korthaha annaru. What do you mean by badha? Tamil badha? Romma badha irukku ulla manasukulla anna. Not at all that meaning. Even Telugu also badha means pain. Tamil also badha means pain. Is it that badha? Already headache. Adukku mela double headache idu. Namakku therinjina badha illa idu. Idu vere badha. That is why badha. Badha means falsification. Kintu Ichha badhaha. Ichha means desire. Badhaha means negation, falsification. The negation in the sense of falsification. Negation in the sense of falsification. Negation is not in the sense of negation. Negation in the sense of falsification. Falsification alone is in the sense of negation. என்ன அதே வேர்டு அப்படி இப்படி திருப்பி திருப்பி சொன்னா என்ன என்ன புரியுமா என்ன? If I move the words front, back and here and there, can I understand anna? You can understand. So badhita kamaha. There is a difference between badhita kama and abadhita kama. What is the difference? Abadhita ichha sprouts samsara. Abadhita ichha, once it is not falsified, I give reality to that desire, whatever rise in my mind, that desire leads to samsara. It leads to samsara dukkha. It causes pain, mental pain. Whereas Jnani is badhita kama, falsified kama. Jnani has taken out the reality from the desire. So that bharjita bijavat, bharjitam bijam Bharjita bijam tadvat bharjita bijavat. Visheshana purvapada karmadharaya samasa. என்ன நல்ல கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் போது இன்னும் 2 எக்ஸ்ட்ரா சமாசம் சொன்னா ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அவுட், அவ்வளவுதான். Bharjita means fried. Bija means seed. Fried seed. Bharjita bijavat. Bharjita bijavat ichha badhaha uchyate. Just as the seed is fried, fried seed cannot sprout. Fried seed, if you sow it, it cannot sprout. You fry certain verkadal or normal kadal and soak in the water. See whether it can sprout or not. It cannot sprout. Bharjitam bijavat, like that fried seed, Jnani desire also fried. Fried here what? In the sense of falsification. Falsification is called frying the kama. Once it is fried in that bandi, and if you put in that falsification, you fry it, it will not cause any samsara problem for a jnani. Icchantu koti kamahana. Vidyaranya said some places, let them have hundreds and crores of desires. They cannot cause any pain in jnani. Bharjita bijavat. Ichha badhaha bhavati. Bharjita bijavat iti shastrutihi uchyate. Next shloka we will read. So jnani doesn't have binding desires and artham. Jnani has got desires because he has falsified the desires. They are not really causing any vasanas or any impressions in his mind or any samsara problems. That is the meaning of this shloka. Icchantu koti vasthuni, he said. I have given that number also, 5th chapter, 262nd shloka. Icchantu koti vastuni. Acharya reminded there. So non-binding desires he can have crores and crores. It doesn't matter. That adjective we have to supply. Natu bandhaka kamaha. Kama is not causing any bondage to him. Falsification of desire is non-binding desire. Next shloka, continuing. Bharjitani tu bijani santya karya karani cha vidvadichha tatheshtavya asattvabodhanna karyakrit. Asattvabodhanna karyakrit. Avagraha is there, asatva. I don't like to read as sattvabodhanna. So therefore, even though akara is silent there, deliberately I read with akara. Andukku manasu varala. Sattvabodhanna solla mudiyala. Asatva only. Actually I have to read sattvabodhanna according to reading. But you are all advanced students, you will follow. That is why. Actually it need not be split there. Let us see the meaning. Bharjita bijani, continuing the same example. Further explanation. How jnani desires are like fried seed. How they are like that. Like this. You will listen. Bharjitani tu bijani. Those seeds which are fried. Bharjitani bijani. Akarya karani cha santi. Santyakarya is there. How to split? Santi. But akarya karani. காரியம் கரோதி இது காரியகரம். இன்னைக்கு ஒரே சமாசா மூடுல இருக்கேன் நான். காரியம் கரோதி இது காரியகரம், ந காரியகரம் அகாரியகரம், தானி அகாரியகராணி. Therefore, these desires of a gnani cannot do their function. They cannot do their function. Akaryakarani. Bhrasht dhatu. Bhrasht means to fry, to roast. Bharjitam comes from that only. Tani santi. Akaryakarani. Bharjitani bijani santi. There are seeds which are roasted. They are there, but they cannot do their function of sprouting. Akaryakarani. நம்ம வீட்டில் கூட ஃப்ரைடு வேர்க்கடல் டப்பாவில் போட்டு வச்சுட்டோன்னு நினைச்சுக்கோங்க. யூ புட் ஃப்ரைடு வேர்க்கடல் இன் யுவர் டப்பா. தென் திஸ் லைன் இஸ் ரிலவென்ட் டு தட். Akaryakarani bharjitani bijani santi. Suppose your son comes and asks, I want fried that groundnuts. Then mother says, Akaryakarani bharjitani bijani santi. There are fried groundnut seeds in that dabba which cannot sprout further. Akaryakarani. They cannot do their job. What is the seed job anywhere? What is seed job? To sprout. But in this dabba, which are already roasted, they cannot do any karyam. Akaryakarani bijani santi. Similarly, vidvadicha tadha eshtavya. Second line. Tadha, in the same manner, just as you take the roasted seeds which are not able to do their function, seed function, their function is what? Sprouting function they cannot do. Similarly, Gnani also having some desires in him which are like Bharjita Bijani, Bharjitani Bijani, Vat Tadvat Tatha. Vidvadicha, vidushaha icha, vidvadicha. The desires of a gnani also you must take like that only. The desires of a gnani also you must take like roasted seeds. Don't imagine roasted seeds. Their significance is they cannot sprout. That is the tatparyam. Similarly, Gnani's desires are also like roasted seeds, means they cannot cause any samsara in him, any vasana in him, any problem in him. On the other hand, his desires solve the others' problems. Gnani desire to help others. Gnani desire to do loka kalyanam, helping others, removing the problems of others. He will not enter into problems. Gnani's desire to help others, remove the problems of others without entering into any problem. That is why we say Gnani's ahankara is a bhushanam, natu dushanam. Gnani entertains ahankara also to interact with the world. When Gnani is interacting with the world, we never know that he is a Gnani. When Ramana Maharshi was there in Tiruvannamalai, nobody knows he is a Gnani at that time. Pavam, 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 they used to pity of him. Because he is suffering, he is not having any comforts, he is not having anything, but he is our part, our ukarandrikar. எல்லாரும் sitting and taking blessings தவிர அவர் ஒரு ஞானின்னு யாருக்குமே தெரியாது. Once he passed away, now you see that Ramana Maharshi's name, how it became so popular, nook and corners of the world. Similarly, when person is alive, nobody knows. In between, among us, Gnani is moving also, we never understand. Why Gnani is helping to all people, or ரொம்ப நல்லவர்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தவிர அவர் ஞானின்னு சொல்றதுக்கு நீ ஞானியா இருக்கணும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். நமக்கு ஞானம் வராது எப்பவுமே. அதனால யாரும் ஞானியை நினைக்கிறதே கிடையாதுன்னு. நாட் அபவுட் யூ ஐம் டெல்லிங், வெளியில பீப்புள். சரி, விதுஷா இச்சா ததா ஏஷ்டவ்யா. ததா அன்வயா யூ ஹாவ் டு சப்ளை 2-3 words here also. ததா asattvabodhat. Asattvabodhat. A is there in that avagraha. Avagraha enna yes mark. Yes mark is called avagraha. That avagraha indicates akara. Akara you joins to sattva. Na sat asat. Asat means false, not there really. Asat. Tasya bhavaha asatvam. Tasmat asatvat. அப்பா, இல்லை ஒரு ஸ்லோக்கில் எத்தனை கிராமரை பாருங்க. அசத் அன்ரியல். வேர் இஸ் தட் அசத்? அசத்வாத் இஸ் தேர் இன் த ஸ்லோகா. ஹவு அசத்வாத் ஹேஸ் கம்? ந சத் அசத், தஸ்ய பாவஹ அசத்வம், தஸ்மாத் அசத்வாத். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் இட்ஸ் அன்ரியாலிட்டி. Because of its unreality or because of the knowledge that he has got, its nature is unreality. Knowledge. Not for everyone it is unreal. That Ichcha is not unreal for everyone. Because this Jnani has attended Panchadasi class, Upadesha Sahasri class, Upanishad class, Gita class, Brahma Sutra class, so many Upanishads classes, having attended many classes. Asatva bodhat. Asatva, asatva bodhaha. Na sat asatvam. Asatva bodhaha means the knowledge that that desire is false. That is called asatva bodhaha. Really speaking, the desire is not real at all. Bodhaha means jnanam. Because of the knowledge of that desire which is false, he has got the knowledge of the desire about its false nature. Asatva bodhat. That is why Panchami. Because of mithyatva jnanam. In short, if you want to say, mithyatva jnanam. Mithyatva jnanam of what? Ichcha. Since he has got the mithyatva jnanam towards this universe, towards the objects, towards his desire also he has got mithyatva nischayam, is only for the sake of the removal of the problems of the world, people, everyone, Jnani entertains as though he has got desire. Vidushaha ichcha. Vidushaha ichcha tadha eshtavya. Bharjita bijavat eshtavya. Just like a fried seed, you have to take the desire of the Jnani also. Why? Mithya Jnanat. Because it is a Mithya, he has that Jnanam. Because of Mithya Jnanam, na karyakrit. That desire cannot do its function like Ajnani's desire. Ajnani's desire towards Anatma Prapancha creates samsara, attachment, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, all it creates. Whereas Jnani desire cannot do all those things. It cannot cause raga, it cannot cause dvesha, it cannot cause vasana, it cannot cause samsara, it cannot cause any mental pain, it cannot cause etc. 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 Na karyakrit. Kama, just as Varjita Bija cannot sprout, it cannot do its function, Jnani's Kama also na karyakrit. It cannot do its function. It cannot cause any samsara. Na karyakrit. Iti bhavati. Iti to be supplied, bhavati to be supplied. Kani every sloka you are not telling bhavati, iti, so many supplies. Every sloka if I say you will not come to the class. That is why once in a while, taste I'll only explain. Every class if I talk, it becomes a grammar class. Therefore, we will lose the attention on the topic. subject matter. So once in a while, for grammar students' sake, avangalo varanume, because they are also interested in grammar. So appo grammar, 10% I speak about grammar, 90% about Shastra. Okay. I am interested, all of you, to learn that Shastra. Now, Aitareya Upanishad, we saw in one of our classes in Samskrita Bharati. There, the Atma, tad aikshata, tadeva nupravishat. Aikshata means desire. So, kamayata, bahusyam prajayeti. Let me become many, let me enter. The desire is there. Is that desire is a binding desire for Ishvara, Brahman? Saha akamayata. Is it a desire, binding desire? If Brahman is not having that desire, Panchadasi class irkadu. No Panchadasi class we can never born here. If that desire is not there to Brahman. So that desire is good or bad? Good only. It is good, good, good. Teacher used to give very good mark. Good, very good. Very, very good. We good. Like that, Ishvara, the Nirgunam Brahma becoming Ishvara, then creating this universe, all these are like a Leela. That is why we take Bhagavan's Ichcha, desire is Leela. Desire to become many, desire to create this universe is a Leela. Why? It is non-binding desire. If you also have non-binding desire to create your children, you create it is also Leela. But you are depending upon your children. Ishvara is not depending upon you. You are depending upon children. That's why it is not Leela. It is Badha. Tamil Badha. Kashtam. Kashtam illa. Konja sukham, konja kashtam. Okay. Missam. Okay. Na karyakrit bhavati iti. Iti, this is the meaning we have to take. It cannot perpetuate samsara. That is the meaning. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. Prajahati yada kaman. So desire come out of an ajnani's mind, cause samsara. Desire comes from Jnani's mind, will not cause samsara. There is no compulsion. There is no compulsion. For Ajnani to fulfill desire, there is a compulsion. But Jnani, it is a Leela. It is not a compulsion. There is no compulsion, but there is only joy in doing. Next shloka. Adek topic, continuation. Vidamatar. This is the most interesting classical example in the Shastra. Beautiful example. Jnanagni dagdha karmani bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. Like that. Krishna, Vidyaranya, both of them borrow from Upanishad. Vidyate hridaya grandhihi chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. 165 sloka, page 298. Dhagda bhijamarohepi bhakshanaayopayujyate vidvadichhapyalpabhogam kuryannavyasanam bahu. The desires of wise man are useful, just like bharjita bija is also useful for eating. Time pass, you are eating. Everyone loves fried seeds. Cashew fried seed, you put one inside mouth, you want to eat 10 more. That too salted. So tasty, so tasty. Before roasting, it is not that much tasty. After frying, Who will eat unroasted seeds? 99% of people eat only roasted seeds. You go to that mall shop and they keep varieties of fried seeds. So many varieties. Everyone buys that only. Salted, roasted seeds. Very, very nice, crisp. Very crisp to eat. If Swamini Sapanam I also love, but it is not good for health. What to do? It is not good for health. Therefore, darshanena sukham. Darshanena sukham. That's all. By seeing that itself, we are happy. So, he says, bhakshanaya upayujyate. Bhakshanaya. Whenever you put verkadal, cashew in the payasam, in the pulihodarai, how you put? Roast it. அதில் கீ கொஞ்சம் போட்டு நல்ல ஸ்மெல்லு வரணும் இல்லையா, கொஞ்சம் கீ போட்டு ரோஸ்ட் பண்ணி போட்டு அது கொஞ்சம் ரெடிஷ் ஆகணும். இந்த ரெடிஷ் ஆன உடனே என்ன டேஸ்டாக இருக்கும். அப்பா அது எக்ஸ்ட்ரா போட்டு சுவாமினிக்கு இருக்கிற கேஷ்யூ எல்லாம் போட்டு கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகணும் வெல்த். யூ திங்க் சுவாமினி கெட்டிங் பிக்ஷா நைஸ்லி ஷீஸ் என்ஜாயிங், நமக்கு தான் சமையல் பண்ணணும் நீங்க நினைக்கிறேன். You see that tragedy of the eating bhiksha. It's not easy. It's not so easy. Every student put extra ghee. Adilone potta swamini ghee enna vaasana. The vaasana varadama. Ella vaasana. And the fried panna adu or nalla vaasana varum. Pachiya irundha oru maadhiri vaasana varum. Fry பண்ணும்போது நல்லா இருக்கும். நீங்க போய் பீச்சில் பாருங்க. In our T-Nagar class, one person used to come exactly when I start Sadasiva Samarambham, he starts in that street. அந்த அந்த கரண்ட் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த அப்படி பண்றது அதை வச்சுட்டு இந்த வாண்டி மேல சவுண்ட் பண்ணிட்டே வருவா. நீங்க பழசு கேசட் எல்லாம் கேட்டான்னு அந்த சவுண்ட் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். You cannot avoid him. So punctual he is. My Sadasiva Samarambha entering the street. At the same time it happens. And you see, otherwise if sales is not there, how can he come the same time every day? That evenings people want to eat that fried seeds. அது உன்னோட சப்தம் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா இத்தனை செடி எல்லாம் ஞாபகம் வருது எனக்கு. So many events are coming in my mind, means you can understand how important they are. Fried seeds. Bhakshanaya upayujyate. Bhakshanam, when they are preparing lot of bhakshyams also they are using, and while eating they are using. And you put puliyodharai, generally they don't eat first puliyodharai, they take that cashew and eat. They take that verkadal especially first and eat. Why? Bhakshanaya upayujyate. Vidyaranyarku nanna theriyum appave. Dagdha bijam arohe api. Even though that fried seed is not useful for sprouting, arohe, ruh means to grow, to sprout. Na rohati, arohe, tasmin. Na rohaha, arohaha, tasmin, arohe, sati. Sati saptami. Arohe sati. Even though it is not able to, capable of growing, sprouting, what? Dagdha bijam, that fried seed, bhakshanaya upayujyate. Idhukku translation venda swamini, nanna puriyaradu. Dagdha bijam arohe api bhakshanaya upayujyate. Sir, example enough of example. Come to Darshtanta and solrar Vidyaranyar. Vidvadicha api alpabhogam kuryat. Just as the fried seed gives some extent joy, even though it is not sprouting, further it is out, that's all. Sprouts in agriculture field, the farm, that people who are doing that farming, those people are sowing what seeds? Unroasted seeds. Roasted seeds are all useless for farmers. All roasted seeds are useless for farmers, useful for householders. All roasted seeds are useless for farmers. Arohe sati bhakshanaya, householders use for eating. Similarly, alpa bhogam bhavati manava, even little bit of enjoyment is there, even though they are not sprouting, they are useful for that enjoyment, entertainment. Similarly, Jnani's desire also after falsification of the desire gives us little bit of what? Bhogam. Alpa bhogam. Little bit bhoga it gives. Alpa bhogam kuryat. Vidushaha ichha vidvadichha kuryat. Parantu vyasanam bahuhu na kuryat. Sa, you have to supply. Sa, ichha, sa jnani ichha. Roasted ichha ani sollikalama. Roasted ichha is equal to falsified ichha. Falsified desire. How he has falsified? Pama evada kashtapatti padichi. Sadhana chatushtaya sampannathilandi. After studying years together, decades together, having falsified the desire, it gave alpa bhogam and it will not cause any addiction. Jnani will not desire us of that desire to fulfill once again. He will not ask for that. Vyasanam bahuhu na kuryat. Sa, you have to supply. Sa ichha. Vyasanam bahuhu na kuryat. It will not cause any mental involvement. Mentally, that continuous thinking about that addiction won't be there for a jnani. Entanglement won't be there. It will not be there. Innur what vandananna irukku, innur what I want to enjoy it, I want to get it, I want to. That feeling won't be there. With that alpa bhoge, he enjoys enough. Enough. That alam buddhi comes. Addiction won't be there. Vyas means to scatter. Mind scatter. In addiction, mind scatters to crave and further. That is called vyasanam. Vyas means to scatter. Vyasanam means when the mind is scattered to get that object once again, it's called vyasanam. That is called addiction. So jnani doesn't have addiction at all. Alpa bhogena shamyati. If at all it is there, because of prarabdha it comes, shamyati. Like a jackfruit, vyasana and a jackfruit, example. If you touch jackfruit, the desire will not stick to jnani's mind. Same desire will not stick to jnani's mind. What is the sign? It is not stick to your mind. Any experience will not create an impression in the mind of a jnani. Any experience will not create any impression in the mind of a jnani. Since impressions are not there in the mind of a jnani, there is no reaction. That is the sign of not having addiction. Any experience will not cause an impression, vasana, on the mind of a jnani. Since impression is not there, there is no reaction. There is no reaction again to get that worrying, anxiety, tension to get that. There is nothing is there. Whereas in ajnani's mind, every experience create an impression in the mind, and the impression leads to addiction. That addiction leads to reaction. Whereas ajnani's experience cause an impression, impression cause an addiction, addiction cause a reaction. Whereas jnani's desires will not form an impression, therefore there is no addiction, therefore there is only a response but there is no reaction. Only respond. Responding to that desires is different from reacting to that desires. Very, very, very tough to implement. Very nice to implement. Tough to implement, but worthy to practice. Next shloka, 166. Bhogena charitarthatvat prarabdham karma hiyate bhoktavya satyata bhrantya vyasanam tatra jayate. Therefore, convert all your habitual thinking into hobby thinking. Namakella habitual thinking irukalla, habit moolama our thinking. It happened, some incident 10 years back, 5 years back. We continuously thinking, that is called habitual thinking. Habitual thinking cause a pain, mental pain. Past experiences, past incidents, past hurt, that causes pain. Jnani's mind, it will not cause any pain. Like children. The children will forget immediately. My mother beats many times children. Children come and hug the mother. Child remembers, 10 days back you have beaten me. 1 year back you have beaten me. Child never remembers. Adhe child after growing, after teenage you see how much they are so sensitive. That's why Jnani is like a child. Never remembers past impressions. Never remembers. Why? He takes it lightly. It's very, very light. So what? All are in Anatma only. Jnani accepts good people also, bad people also, cantankerous people also. Why? All this good and bad are supported by consciousness only. Good and bad are because of their swabhava at body, mind level. So what? I am the adhishtanam to that body, mind complex. All are relative level only, good and bad. They are all, you can standard of what standard? Bad is bad. From whose standpoint? These are all standpoints. Good and bad are always a standpoint only. They all come under relative standpoint. All relative standpoint you can never bring perfection. Therefore, never try to be too perfectionist. Nama samsarathukku oru kaaranam enna theriyumo? I want to be too perfectionist. Adida nama samsarathukku kaaranam. Drop that perfectionism. Anatmalo perfection varadu. Don't work for that. Idu theriyradhukku namakku 65 varsham aagudhu. Swamini 65 illa 70 solrela. Not only that, another cause for samsara is I am only right, others are wrong. Idu periya samsaram. 99% of 99 and 100%. Generally, we all think my views are right. My way of thinking is right. My way of interaction is right. My way of understanding is right. Nanda correct. எல்லாருக்குள்ள ஏதோ குறை இருந்துட்டே இருக்கோம்னா இது ஒரு பெரிய சம்சாரம். இந்த சம்சாரத்துல நம்ம எப்போ வெளியில வருவோமோ பகவானுக்கே தெரியும். இந்த ரெண்டு விட்டுட்டாவன்னா அப்ப நிம்மதி. விடமாட்டோமே. சரி, விடலன்னா படு மனமே படு. போகேன சரிதார்த்தத்வாத். Bhogena, by enjoying that alpa bhoga, by the jnani, bhogena, charitarthatvat, its function is over. Charitartham. In the Charitartham we use generally. In a Janma Charitartham, then its function is over. Whatever I have done, so many arrangements I have done. Summa or example could correct. Swamini comes to my house, suppose, and excited. The student is so excited, not serving what they have cooked. Generally, I hear from students like this. Swamini, I am so excited you have come to my place. I have never thought of you have come to my house, and my life is Charitartham. That means what? Whatever I have done, all functions for your arrangements, for your coming to my house, whatever I have done, என்னோட ஜென்ம சரிதார்த்தம் ஆயிடுத்து. உன்னோட பாதம் என்னோட வீட்டில், you have stepped into my house, என்னோட ஜென்ம சரிதார்த்தம் means function is over ன்னு அர்த்தம். Function என்ன அர்த்தம்? Whatever I have done from 1 week onwards, I am cleaning my house. For Swamini's sake. அவன் only half an hour they come and sit and go. Pavan, this lady cleaning from 1 week cleaning, and afterwards just stepped into blessed and went off. Charitartham ஆயிடுச்சு. Function is over. அது மாதிரி இந்த ஞானிக்கு கூட அந்த பிராரப்த கர்மா gives alpa bhoga charitartham. அந்த பிராரப்த கர்மா function is over. Charitartham means it's over ityartha. Charitartham, it is over. Then what? Prarabdham karma hiyate. That prarabdha is over. Hiyate. It is exhausted. Bhoktavya satyata bhrantya vyasanam tatra jayate. See, for an ajnani it creates vyasanam. For a jnani, alpa bhogam has come and prarabdham is over and he is happy, content. Because he knows that desire is mithya and fulfillment also mithya. So what? Why I have to crave for that? No vyasanam. Whereas ajnani, vyasanam bahu. Addiction is a lot. Addiction is a lot. Bahu means a lot. In the previous shloka, vyasanam bahuhu, the bahu means a lot of vyasanam won't be there in jnani. Whereas in ajnani, bhoktavya satyata bhrantya, whatever I have experienced, bhoktavya, satyata, that whatever I have experienced, that is real. That bhranti will be there in a ajnani. Bhrantya. That's why they say, world is, every experience in this world, whatever we experience in this world, take it as, world is like a mirror. Just as mirror reflects everything but retains nothing. Your mirror reflects everything. Can it retain anything? Next time you see everything clear. Whatever பழசு ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குமா? இருக்காது. இருந்தா உங்க மூஞ்சே தெரியாது. So mirror is that which reflects everything, never retains anything. Jnani's mind is also like that. Therefore, you take this every experience in this world, never retain it in your mind. Never retain it in your mind. It is reflecting. World is a reflecting. Every experience coming from the world. Nothing remaining permanently. World is also like that actually. World is also like a mirror. Everything we experience, nothing is permanent. Jnani's mind is also like that. Every experience is like a reflection, not retained inside, brooding over on that, addiction won't be there. But ajnani, bhrantya, by giving satyatvam to that, vyasanam tatra jayate, addiction will be formed. Thinking day and night and continuously brooding over that object, that person, that incident, that event, go on and on and on and not, இன்னுமேல இன்னொருக்கு தியாசே வராது. ஏன்னா somewhere any addiction for that matter, you see, that person is carried away by that habit. Jnani knows that they are all only mithya. I don't want to carried away by them. Even relations, people, incidents, events, anything, they are all like just writings on the waters. Sign, you go on the beach and sign, no? Sometimes you write your name. How many minutes it stays? How many seconds? The moment you are writing second letter, first letter goes away. Similarly, Jnani gets a second experience, first experience he forgets. கேட்கறதுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். அப்படியா, ஞானிக்கு கொஞ்சம் கூட விசுவாசமே இல்லையா, என்ன ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிஸ்டா அவர், அப்படி தோணும் நமக்கு. நம்ம புத்தி அப்படிதான் திங்க் பண்ணும். என்ன, we have to mature a lot to understand a Jnani. Next shloka 167. Ma vinashyattvayam bhogah vardhatamuttarottaram ma vighna pratibandhanto dhanyosmyasmaditi bhramah dhanyosmyasmaditi bhramah dhanyah asmi asmat iti bhramah. Now Ajnani, when he fulfill his desire, what are in his special prayers, 4 special prayers. For Ajnani, when the desire is fulfilled, 4 prayers he does. What are they? Number 1, ma vinashyatu ayam bhogaha. Let this bhoga, this enjoyment, this entertainment should not stop, should not be stopped. Ma vinashyatu. It should not be destroyed, it should not be eliminated, it should not go away. Ma vinashyatu. What? Ayam bhogaha. This bhoga, what I have experienced now, let it not go, let it continue. Prayer number 1. Prayer number 2. Vardhatam uttarottaram. Let it increase more and more, later. Let it increase more and more. This happiness, this joy, vardhatam, lot, agnya kudukararu. Vardhatam, let it grow, It should not become, fade away. It should increase. Vardhatam, uttarottaram, innum, mele. Uttarottaram, vardhatam. Prayer number 2. Prayer number 3. Ma vighnaha pratibadhnanto. Let obstacles should not come and obstruct my bhoga, my enjoyment, my entertainment should not be obstructed by any obstacles. Vinayakar varaporar. Adukku thane pooja ellame. Vigneshwara prarthana. My enjoyments, my entertainments, my experiences, pleasures, let them not be obstructed by any obstacles. Prayer number 3. Then, 3rd, what is the gratitude? Dhanyaha asmi asmaditi. Because of this experience, because of this favorable entertainment, enjoyment, pleasure, I am dhanyaha. I am very happy. I am accomplished. I am blessed. I am very, very punyavan, dhanyaha, asmat, because of this experience. This is special prayer because of bhranti. அவரே சொல்றாரு, நான் சொல்லல. பிரமஹா, because of delusion, all special prayers like this, let it increase, let it be there without any obstacles, let me enjoy, this is my fortune, this is my punya, I am really blessed, let it continue. Good health, let it continue, it should not go away. Because of my punya, it won't continue for Brahma. Similarly, any happiness comes from son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, on any possessions. Anything comes, nothing will be permanent. Any obstacle can come, any disease can come at any time, at any part of the body. No one can predict. Unpredictable, uncontrollable. Why these prayers? Let it come. If it comes, okay. If it goes, let it go. Doesn't matter. Next shloka. Brahma is there for that person. That's why he is praying like that. Whereas Jnani never pray like that. Yada bhavi na tad bhavi, bhavi chenna tadanyatha, iti chinta vishagnoyam, bodho brahmani vartakaha. How to remove this Brahma? Brahma nivartakaha kaha. Delusion is there, problem is there. I am like Dayananda Swamiji gives one example. For Brahma ki, one example. In the person is drinking maza. I don't want to say Coca-Cola. Okay, maza is mango juice he is drinking. With a straw, that too. And looking at the bottom. Looking at the bottom. Let it not complete. Let it not over. Let it not over. When you are drinking, it has to over. No? But what is our nature? Looking at the bottom. This is called chinta, worry, Brahma. How it can be removed? Only by jnanam. He says, yad abhavi na tad bhavi. Whatever is not destined to happen will not happen. Yad abhavi na tad bhavi. What is not destined to happen will not happen. Bhavi chet na tad anyatha. If it has to happen in this manner, it will happen. That's all. What has to be destined to happen will happen. What is not destined to happen will not happen. Very nice quotation. Iti chinta vishagnaha ayam. This is chinta, this worry is visham, vishagnaha. Chinta eva visham, metaphorical karmadharaya. This chinta, this type of worry, previous slokas, 4 types of prayers that worry. Chinta is there, suppose, that is a visham. That bodha should come. That jnanam should come in the mind. Chinta vishagnaha. Vishagnaha means here, chinta eva visham tat hanti iti chinta vishagnaha. That chinta itself destroys me. That itself is a visham. And it kills. Worry kills the person. Worry is the killer of human mental peace. Our mental peace killed by worry. Vishagnaha iti ayam bodhaha brahmanivartakaha. Ayam bodhaha. Whatever is happened, let it happen. Whatever is not destined to happen will not happen. Why this chinta? Let me not have chinta. This chinta itself is a visham. Jnana vandacha? Vandachi. Bodha. Brahma gone. Brahma has gone. Purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.